video, we've come to the USA's biggest state fair, and I've paired up with the bizarre food legend himself, Andrew Zimmern. The goal today, take on this fair's most daring, freaky food creations.
Will we discover a new state fair food classic?
Or will these state fair foods be a complete disaster? Let's head to our first of 5 locations to find out. Andrew.
Yes.
First question, when people call you Zimmerman, do you just go with it or do you correct them?
I just go with it. You have to. I mean, if your name is Zimmern, you're gonna get called everything in the book.
Each year, you come to this state fair.
For 34 years.
So when you come here, are you more on the lookout for your classics, your favorite foods from the past, or are you more into trying to see what's new, what's being innovated for that next year?
All three, because the OG Hall of Famers are my favorites, have to have them for myself. New classics are things that have been popular for enough years. I look forward to them. The joy is when you find a brand new item, and that's the thrill of the hunt.
Right now we're at Union Hmong Kitchen, and we're about to bite into the pork shrimp toast.
So basically what it is you make like a dumpling mix, like a shumai mix, and you put it right on top of Texas toast. You put the whole thing in the deep fry it, and then we made a sauce, which is like a chili sauce with honey in it, and then we also threw some apricots in it to give it that fruitiness. So we have the shrimp toast. It's all spread out right on the Texas toast, ready to go. So he's loading it up right now, and we want to have it all facing down. That's really, really important because you want that perfect toast on both sides.
So then he's gonna put another basket on top so we don't get any floaties, and that heads down into the oil.
Oh, literally 1 minute.
In what ways is this inspired by Hmong ingredients or Hmong cooking?
So the base to the mix has a lot of Hmong aromatics in it. Lemongrass, ginger, garlic, shallots, all of that, where we use to make our Hmong sausage. We actually grew up eating a version of this, a really janky version of it, but now we bouge it up a little bit.
So right here we're seeing the back end. He's gonna give it a little bit of a flip, and there you can see that pork and shrimp almost at paste.
She's gonna slice it right in half here, and we're gonna put some skewers on it. She hits it with a little bit of cilantro, and then we throw in a little apricot jelly sauce. And that's how we make our shrimp toast with apricot jelly sauce.
Fun fact about Ye Vang, Ye Vang was actually on Iron Chef on Netflix. He narrowly lost. If there was just 1 or 2 more judges that would have voted in his favor, maybe he could have pulled a win, but yeah, did you see that one?
I judged it. What do you mean, did I see that one? When I saw Yia on a show like that, and he cooked Hmong food all the way through, and everyone was reacting, I realized we have now surpassed that moment where Hmong food is not some hidden little secret. It's a legitimate food style that we can now talk about as food globalists.
And right here, we have Hmong food on a stick. When you look at this feeling, when you look at this food, what kind of feelings does it give you?
The shrimp toast looks proper. I like the way they did an apricot hot sauce, you know, something sweet, something hot. So I'm cautiously optimistic as I am with everything. I can't wait to dig in.
Okay. It almost tastes like a porky pate. Obviously the sauce is very sweet, it's spicy.
Could be more spicy.
This is interesting because it's all these familiar Hmong and Southeast Asian flavors just kind of spread out on a piece of Texas toast. So when I look at something like this, I'm expecting a garlic bread or a garlic toast, but the flavors are completely different.
I sort of want a little more filling spread in there, but this is clever. I mean, it's fried, it's greasy, it's crunchy. This is solidly in my top 10 of best new foods this year.
And so do you rank the top new foods every year?
Every single year.
Oh man, that's harsh. I just try to say vaguely nice things about all of them. So that's the food. I have a couple more questions I wanted to ask you. How do you handle describing foods that don't speak to you?
If you cook this and I didn't like this, I'd be like, oh my gosh, you have such a great delivery. You have piercing blue eyes. I love the bandana. Gosh, it's great hanging out with you. I want to tell people the things that I like rather than the things to avoid. Although if you're lucky, by the end of the day, I'll tell you the 2 things I tried yesterday that were just complete horseshit.
Oh, wow. All right.
So that's how you correct credibility, because otherwise, you're just a one-trick pony saying everything is good.
2 more questions. Sticking with the Asian theme, if you could only eat one type of Asian food for the rest of your life, which would it be?
I mean, I think you know this already. I'm obsessed with Chinese food. I mean, beyond obsessed.
Last question. You've been to many Asian countries. Which is an ingredient that you won't mess with?
Wow. That part of the world, the answer is nothing.
Well, hold on. I gotta.
However,
all right.
People always tell me, well, you don't like durian. It's like, yeah, but I've eaten it like 20 times. I just ate it 2 days ago. I just don't care for it.
Brilliant. Andrew Zimmerman, on to the next food. Andrew, welcome to Giggles Campfire Grill. Before we try this, I have a couple more questions for you. The Minnesota State Fair is the biggest state fair according to attendance per day, but there's a lot of state fairs out there. I'm wondering which other state fairs you've been to and which ones you like.
I like California, Texas, New York, Wisconsin, Iowa. I love the Minnesota State Fair. This is the best cultural event of its kind in the world.
I'm with you. This is a great state fair, great food, so many vendors, and new items like this. This is the Timber Twist. This is a savory mixture of Italian sausage, mozzarella, cream cheese, and barbecue rub piped into 3 large manicotti shells, then wrapped in bacon. Served with a side of Giggles' signature barbecue sauce. Boom, I'm here with Giggles. Giggles, are you ready?
I am all set.
Right here we have a mixing vessel, and he starts with a little bit of seasoning.
This is zesty Italian sausage and mozzarella cheese and cream cheese.
And then we give all of those ingredients a little bit of a mix. From here, we have the manicotti shells, and actually that mixture is gonna be stuffed directly inside. Finally, once the shell is completely stuffed, he wraps the entire manicotti shell with a strip of bacon.
We're gonna bring this up to the smoker.
Let's move to the smoker.
Next, the twisters are loaded into the smoker until all the trays are full. After some time, they get hit with a little bit of barbecue sauce before going back in the smoker again. When finished, each boat is loaded with 3 pieces and brushed with more barbecue glaze.
Is this Midwestern food? Is this, barbecue? There's manicotti, maybe it's Italian.
None of it. This is glorious, fun state fair food. It's not meant to be gourmet. The minute you hear the cream cheese in there, piped into manicotti, wrapped in bacon, put in a smoker, put in a taco, wrapped in pizza, deep fried in pancake batter. You get where I'm going with this.
I'm gonna give it a little bit of a dip. Let's give it a shot. I like that.
I have a confession to make. I'm not a big bacon fan.
You need to leave.
Oh.
I eat it, but it's a very strong flavor for me.
The combination of bacon with the barbecue, it is very strong. It's a tang that kind of stays in the back of your throat. That said, I love the texture of that big fat round noodle as you bite through it. And then it's just a thick piece of sausage inside.
And it holds together well. There's no stick, there's no toothpicks. We're just eating this by hand. This is well thought out, fun food.
When I come to fairs sometimes, I'm brokenhearted when I see somebody just walking around with a goddamn bucket of fries, because there is so much food to be explored. Do you have any feelings for people who just come to a fair and settle for fries and a Coke?
The way you said it, no. When I'm here tomorrow with my kid, will we get fries along with the 27 other things we're gonna eat? Yes, they are some of the best fries you'll ever eat. And so I don't denigrate the fry. I think the people who are eating only fries, I will tell them to their face, I think you're missing out.
On to our next food. Boom! We have come to our third location right behind us, the Blue Barn. In a moment, we're gonna jump into this, but first, I've got some questions. Question 1. I rehearsed this all morning. Hold on. Why do you think people are more daring in their fair food creations than they would be at a restaurant or anywhere else?
It's the nature of the customer. People come here, they're actually seeking out wild and crazy and unusual combinations. To be the first person to say, I had deep fried pickles seasoned with ghost pepper powder and I ate it. If you do that in a restaurant, someone may eat one, but that's it, you're done.
If you're coming to the fair, you should do something a little wild and you should push your culinary limits. For example, with a food like this right here, the sweet squeaker. Boom, I'm in the kitchen of Blue Barn with Stephanie. Stephanie, tell me about the sweet squeakers.
So we got white cheddar cheese curds, deep fried, and then tossed in a little bit of cinnamon sugar. So you kind of got that mini donut vibe, which is an homage to another state fair item. And then lemon with homemade whipped cream, a little bit of homemade berry jam, and a little lemon zest to finish.
Chef Joseph, take it away.
All right, so we've got our white cheddar cheese curd. Cut it into cubes, and then we batter it with a funnel cake batter. IQF it, individually cooked frozen. Now before it goes into our broaster, to keep it all from sticking, this is gonna get tossed in cornstarch. And then it goes into a broaster. A broaster is a pressurized fryer. Essentially, it can cook all the juices in rather than a typical fryer cooking all the flavor and everything out.
Each broaster is pre-programmed for exactly 1 minute and 30 seconds to guarantee the perfect result every single time.
Can you tell me how this recipe came to be? What was the inspiration?
We're looking for something that's shareable, that got mass appeal. We serve a lot of people here at the stand. And we're looking for cheese cells, potato cells, and bacon cells. So if we can hit one of those 3 groups, we're getting closer to success.
After they're ready, he adds a little more cinnamon and sugar and gives them all a toss.
There's our portion, that's 7 ounces. We make fresh whipped cream with fresh lemon essence. We make fresh triple berry sauce. And this is fresh grated lemon zest. And that's how we make our sweet squeakers at Blue Barn.
I know you love cheese curds, especially from the Mouthtrap. I've been there myself. I get a bucket every time. I take it home and then I regret it eventually. How do you feel about cheese curds dressed up as a dessert?
Well, salty and sweet, right? The more contrast there are in food, the better the dish is. I'm really optimistic about this. Technically, it should work.
Let's go for it. What? Okay, it tastes like French toast on the outside. It's sweet, it's crumbly. The cheese is so melty on the inside too. It's not like a typical State Fair cheese curd.
It's less salty. I would want big flaky Malden salt just to get that contrast in there. That doesn't mean this isn't good. This is like hot cheesecake mixed with cinnamon toast crunch.
Oh yeah.
And I like it.
Okay, while we're here, I want to ask you what your approach is to reviewing food. There are young food reviewers out there making their vertical videos, filming it in public, although they're too shy to speak, so they go home to do the voiceover. Give them some advice.
I personally approach things with, is it good? Do I want to take a second bite? Then I start breaking it down. One of my great mentors in food, Thomas Keller, said it's all about the flavor. Then you have price, convenience, circumstances of your life. If I see one more review in a restaurant that no one can get into, I'm like, what's the fucking point? Are you just flexing? Look at me. I ate at Carbone's 3 times in a week. But all those influencers who are in there saying, look at me eating, and Liam Neeson and Pam Anderson are on a date right behind me. It's clickbait journalism. Now, do I watch that? Every fucking night. Because you know something? It works. But I do think, at its core, does it taste good?
Yeah, so I usually just start with, is it savory or sweet? Then you can go crunchy or squishy after that, so. Either way. Andrew, we have gone through 3 foods so far out of 5. How do you feel about 2025 compared to some past years? Are we doing good?
Yes.
For me, I think this is a great start. I'm excited. I've enjoyed what we've seen so far, but we have a lot more to see, so let's keep moving. All right, folks, we have come to location 4. Behind me, Coasters, and in my hand, the Uncrusta-Burger. I guess what makes it stand out is Uncrustables, which is essentially a peanut butter and jelly sandwich that has been fried in order to make a bun. So you're eating kind of 3 sandwiches in one. All right, guys, we are in the Coasters kitchen. I am with Nate, and he's gonna walk me through this recipe. Let's get to it.
All right, so first we just start with our 4-ounce burger patties, slap those down. Then we just have a little seasoning that we've been using since we opened. Nothing special, it's just a Montreal, but it kind of gives our burger our Coasters taste.
Nate, to the Uncrusta-Burger, how did the idea for this food come about?
Peanut butter and jelly sandwich Uncrustables, we always have them around for the employees. One night, we threw some in a deep fryer and joked about making a burger out of it. Turns out, it tastes really good.
What is the vibe so far from the general public when they see this on the menu?
The past 2 days, we have had nothing but good responses. People are absolutely loving it, and we couldn't be more happy. And so now we start with Uncrustable. We actually prefer these still to be frozen when we put these in. We found that the texture on the peanut butter is a little bit more creamy and a lot less runny, so we can try to minimize the mess.
So now we are back to the burger patties, giving those a little bit of a flip. Next, cheese going on each burger. Hit it with a little bit of steam. Burger and cheese comes over here.
We got our special sauce. Whoa.
Very special.
A little extra on that one.
Now the burger patty and cheese going on next. From here, 3 pickles on each one. A little bit of lettuce on top.
And to finish them off, hold them all together. There we go. And that's how we make our Uncrusta-Burger.
Before we dig in, I do want to ask you a question. Are there recipes out there that are sacred that shouldn't be touched? Obviously, someone here, they've taken the burger and they've done the unthinkable.
Or the Uncrustable.
That's good.
When I was younger, I thought there were sacred cows. There are no sacred cows anymore. I mean, fried chicken 30 years ago could only be done one way until someone said, you know, the Japanese do karaage. In Korea and so many other countries have their fried chicken. And then there was this fried chicken tsunami, and I'm grateful for it. This may be a bridge too far, but we'll find out together.
Oh no. It's a mess. It's coming apart already. Maybe this should be an open-faced sandwich. Growing up, my dad would make breakfast sandwiches, and he would always put egg, sausage, but he always put grape jelly, and that's what this reminds me of.
Well, I love the flavor combination. So here's the issue. There's no way to fry white bread without absorbing oil. It becomes very heavy with the oil. So you can't eat a whole one. I would love to see them smaller. I would love to see make them open face, as you said, because the ratio of peanut butter and jelly to burger, and as a chef, I'm sorry, ratio is a big deal. You have 2 fried Uncrustables and a 3-ounce patty. You've got just a ton of stuff that isn't burger. This is, without a doubt, the most viral sensation at the fair. People are gonna buy them, but it's a one-shot Charlie.
That leads me to my next question. What are some things that people do with food that make you sad?
When you have a great idea like this, but you don't sit down and really think it through. This one is so tough for me. I want it to be a hit. I want it to be loved. I want it to be all these things, and it just, it almost works, but it doesn't.
I thought it was gonna be more of a disaster. In the end, I like it, but it's a bit of a mess. I've eaten half of mine. It's become nearly unrecognizable. It looks like it got into a car accident. But you know what? It's not always about being beautiful.
That's exactly right.
And now that he and I would know anything about that, we're very good looking.
My dogs will lick my beard all night long this evening.
With that said, let's head to our final destination. We have one fair.
Oh, is it almost over?
We're almost done, baby.
I'm a little heartbroken.
I know.
All right. I'll get over it.
Boom! I do that to get myself pumped up.
Yeah, no, of course.
Andrew, we have come to our final location. Behind me, Lumpia City. This is a Filipino food. Are you familiar with lumpia?
Why, yes, I am.
So how would you describe lumpia?
It's a very thin crepe-like skin that you make. In other cultures might be called a spring roll or an egg roll. And it's typically filled with cabbage, ground meat, vermicelli, rice noodles. And by the way, one of my favorite foods in the whole world.
Meanwhile, we have something here that's completely unrecognizable from a traditional lumpia, and that's what makes it so fun. Boom, we are in the Lumpia City kitchen right now. Right now, I am here with Alexa. Tell me about the specialty lumpia you're serving here.
So we have our pizza lumpia, which has mozzarella, pepperoni, sausage, cheese, and the pizza sauce all mixed in. And then we are doing a play off of a traditional Filipino lumpia called turon. So it's a caramelized banana, and then we take strips of French toast, we soak them in syrup, and then a little bit of ube too.
The lumpia, already pre-made and pre-stuffed with delicious fillings, are popped out of the freezer and into the fryer, where they hang out for about 5 minutes.
Alexa, tell me a little bit about Lumpia City.
Yes, so we specialize in fusion lumpia. Traditionally, lumpia is made with just like ground meat and vegetables, but we do a lot of fun fusion flavors just to kind of introduce people to Filipino food.
When the lumpia are finished, the excess oil drips off before cutting each one in half, revealing their yummy insides.
This is the pizza lumpia, and this is our special pizza sprinkle. It has some Parmesan cheese and some herbs. This one is the ube butter banana French toast lumpia. A little sprinkle of powdered sugar, and that's how we roll at Lumpia City.
Before we get into this, I want to talk more about Filipino food, because I know you're a big fan, and a few years ago, you actually made a prediction that Filipino food would be the new wave.
16 years ago.
And so my question is, did that come to fruition or not quite yet?
It did not come to fruition. It almost did, and like so many other things, I don't blame my own prognostication skills, I blame COVID. I think that hiccup with restaurants really was a once every 100 years kneecapping of the restaurant industry. It hasn't really, because we haven't seen those famous Filipino chefs that you kind of need in America to sort of stand behind that food.
Let's talk about this right here. So here we have a little bit of East meets West. We have the lumpia wrapper, but the inside couldn't be more different from a typical lumpia. Should we start with savory?
I'll start wherever you like. I can't tell you how many times I've said in the last week, boy, if I could have a pizza lumpia, wouldn't I be thrilled?
This is a wonderful coincidence.
Every kid's dream.
Yep, let's go for it. Okay, it's like a pizza bite, like
a Gino's pizza roll?
Yeah, like a pizza roll, but with a much more flaky, super crispy outside exterior. Cheesy. It's one of those things, it's like I couldn't identify any actual pizza element, but I taste the pure essence of pizza.
It's giving me lasagna pizza roll vibes.
I gotta say, it's pretty satisfying.
They have enough salt.
So salty, it's like I want to cleanse the palate with something sweet. Cheers. ube, and banana. What do you think?
Okay, that's really f***ing good.
Yeah.
That is ripe, real banana.
It's super sweet, it's syrupy, it's crispy. It's a wonderful combination. And I gotta say, I feel bad because a lot of people are gonna go, pizza. I know pizza. I'm gonna get that one.
Get this one. If it doesn't look like this, you ordered wrong.
That brings me to my next question. Today, we have tried 5 new innovative fair foods. Of these 5, which is your absolute favorite?
The one we just had, but the ube version. It's crunchy, it's crispy, it's got great textural contrast. They have actual real ripe bananas in there. So that to me is that little bit of culinary, okay, respect, salute, bravo, Lumpia City. What about you?
Strong contender.
Oh,
but for me,
strong contender.
But for me, if I had to pick my absolute favorite from today, it would be the sweet squeakers. I like that they turn cheese curds into a dessert. Andrew, thank you so much for joining me today. It was an absolute pleasure having you on the show. Before we go, I want to know, do you have any exciting projects you're working on that we can tell my audience about right now?
Yes, lots. Go to andrewzimmern.com. Everything is right there, from my Substack to my TV shows and everything in between. But right around now, the Blue Foods Cookbook that I wrote with my friend Barton Seaver in collaboration with Fed by Blue. It's a sustainable seafood encyclopedia of a cookbook, hundreds of pages teaching you everything you need to know about how to be a good global citizen, how to eat and grow the blue economy, and most importantly, 140 breathtaking recipes.
Otherwise, guys, that is it for the biggest state fair in the USA here with Andrew Zimmern. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time. Peace. All right.